Elon Musk just got dethroned, and the man who replaced him is someone most people have barely heard of. That changes today. For years, we watched Musk dominate headlines as the undisputed richest person on the planet. His face became synonymous with extreme wealth. But wealth at this level never stays still. It moves, it shifts, and right now, it has shifted dramatically. The new richest man in the world is Jensen Huang, the co-founder and CEO of Nvidia, and his story is one of the most extraordinary wealth journeys in modern history. Let that sink in for a second. The man who makes the chips powering artificial intelligence has now surpassed every other human being on Earth in terms of net worth. We are talking about a figure that has crossed the $300 billion mark. Numbers so large they genuinely stop making sense to the average human brain. But here is what makes this story so compelling. Jensen Huang did not wake up one day and accidentally stumble into wealth. He built something that the entire world suddenly realized it desperately needed. And when that moment of realization hit, the financial markets responded in a way that was almost violent in its speed and intensity. Nvidia was founded back in 1993. For most of its early years, the company was primarily known for making graphics cards for video games. Gamers loved Nvidia, but the broader world barely paid attention. That was the story for decades. A solid company, respectable revenue, good products, nothing that screamed world domination. Then something changed. Artificial intelligence started moving from a niche academic interest into the mainstream, and it turned out that the technology required to run modern AI systems, specifically the chips needed to train and operate large language models and other AI tools, was exactly what Nvidia had been quietly perfecting for 30 years. This was not luck. Jensen Huang made a strategic decision years before AI became a cultural phenomenon to position Nvidia's hardware as the foundation for machine learning. He saw something that most people missed, and he stayed the course, even when it was not obvious that the bet would pay off. It paid off, massively. Nvidia's stock price has experienced one of the most dramatic rises in stock market history. The company crossed a $2 trillion valuation, then $3 trillion, each milestone arriving faster than the last. And because Jensen Huang owns a significant portion of Nvidia shares, his personal net worth exploded alongside it. Now compare that to Elon Musk. Musk's wealth is spread across Tesla, SpaceX, and his other ventures. His net worth fluctuates wildly depending on stock performance and public sentiment. There were months where Musk lost more money in a single day than most countries generate in annual GDP. His wealth is volatile in a way that Huang's has not been recently, because right now, the demand for Nvidia chips is not slowing down. Every major tech company on the planet is racing to buy them. Microsoft needs them, Google needs them, Amazon needs them, Meta needs them, OpenAI needs them. The list does not end. Nvidia is essentially selling the electricity of the AI age, and every major player is lining up to pay whatever it costs. This creates an almost unfair competitive moat. When your customers are the wealthiest companies in the world and they all need exactly what you sell, your position becomes nearly untouchable in the short term. But let us talk about Jensen Huang, the person, for a moment, because the man is genuinely fascinating. He was born in Taiwan and moved to the United States as a young child. He studied electrical engineering and went on to co-found Nvidia in his early 30s. For much of his career, he was respected in the tech industry, but not exactly a household name. He wore his signature leather jacket at every major event and became known for an intense, focused leadership style. He has spoken openly about the difficulty of building Nvidia in its early years. There were moments where the company nearly collapsed, moments where the wrong decision would have ended everything. He navigated those moments and came out the other side with a company that now shapes the direction of human technological progress. That is not an exaggeration. The chips Nvidia makes are quite literally determining how fast artificial intelligence develops globally. which means Jensen Huang, whether he intended it or not, sits at the center of arguably the most transformative technological shift since the internet. So what does it actually mean to be the richest person in the world at this moment in history? It means you have more financial resources than entire nations. It means your personal decisions about where to invest or what to build next can move markets. It means you carry a kind of economic gravity that bends the behavior of industries around you. It also means you become a symbol of where society is placing its bets. And right now, society is betting everything on artificial intelligence. The fact that the richest person on the planet made his fortune by building the physical infrastructure for AI tells you everything you need to know about where we're headed. Of course, these rankings change. They always do. The difference between first and second on the world's richest list can evaporate in a single bad trading week. Musk could reclaim the top spot. A new name entirely could emerge from an unexpected direction. But this moment matters, because Jensen Huang's rise to the top of the global wealth ladder is not just a story about one man getting rich. It's a story about which technologies are reshaping civilization right now. And it's a reminder that the people who see the future clearly and build for it patiently often end up in positions that nobody could have predicted. The AI era has its first officially crowned king of wealth. His name is Jensen Huang. And if the trajectory of artificial intelligence continues anywhere close to its current pace, this might just be the beginning of how dominant that position becomes. The world is watching, and the chips are already down.